Norman.
Norman.
Okay, right away, I'm not going to even really edit this video down. I'm just going to give my thoughts. I don't have time. This is just a quick video, or maybe it's a ranty video. Not the style of game that I would have chosen for Saw, if I'm being honest. Right away, I just want to make that clear. I would have chosen a more choose your adventure kind of a game where you're picking things, even if you can do that and with multiple people, maybe a Until Dawn style game with a butterfly effect aspect to it, where you can get multiple endings and you're very much in control with multiple people, like just a 2-player thing if optional. That's more of what I would have gone with, if I'm being honest. And I hope one day we'll get a game like that with Saw, something that is more of a story. What they're doing here is a 3 versus 1 style game. It's an online game. I'm guessing there's not going to be much story here, but what they've given us is it looks like this is not Jigsaw, but the guy that inspired Jigsaw. A guy around right after World War II. Probably suffered some consequences of everything and has his own story. I don't know how they're going to approach any kind of a story. I figure maybe a little video, kind of what Dead by Daylight has done, and we'll have some kind of little animation to go with a backstory of this character. It would be cool if they could do something where it's in chapters. I think that'd be an awesome way to draw us in. I'll be honest, it's not coming out on PS4 or PS5 or anything but Steam, it looks like, as of now. I'm skeptical that this will actually survive and this will actually become popular because, well, this is my worry. And I can't help but be more skeptical and worried about this because, one, Halloween looks really good. It looks better than this game. And I'm a Saw fan. I'm way more of a Saw fan than I am a Halloween game. This just isn't what I think a lot of Saw fans that care more about just the traps. This isn't what we want. Maybe if there's a story incorporated in this somehow, okay, I don't see how that's possible. But I'm ignorant to creating things like that. So I'm being very cautiously optimistic. I love the Saw movies. I love I've got multiple Saw videos on this channel. I just don't want to see more baggage on the Saw history, and I'm worried of creating lore in the Saw. Like, this is the first time that we're creating new lore in a video game. Well, not necessarily. We had the 2 games, but honestly, there was barely even a story in those. So I can understand why they wouldn't want to go that route again, where you're a character, third-person character going through like an asylum or something and just trying to save people through traps. I can understand why they wouldn't want to go in that direction again, but I'm very worried that this won't be able to keep up against the one Dead by Daylight and who just got Jason, and Halloween that's coming out, because Halloween looks great. Halloween looks addictive, and we've got GTA 5. The games are coming. People's focus is going to be on what they want, and I'm worried that this is just not going to be able to keep up. And if it's all about games, I'm guessing, this is my guess of what it is. The person that's playing as this new Jigsaw, this guy that inspired Jigsaw, it looks like, that maybe Jigsaw found his book and started, or just researched him, or it's just very much how Jigsaw and Kramer are, like, he's just very inspired by artists of some sort. So it looks like this is his biggest inspiration. This is his probably hero, right? This is his Stan Lee. And it looks like this guy will be, you'll either get to play as this guy and move around and controlling how the rooms, I'm guessing we're going to try and keep the down below players, try to keep them as separated from each other as possible. The more they can work with each other, the worse things are. That's my guess. It's just what it looks like to me. I don't know if that is going to, and obviously you're going to have puzzles, you're going to have different things, and it would be kind of cool. You know what? If they can do kind of a Among Us in a way where you kind of have to kind of work together in a way, and you got to do things to all get out, and if you're not working together and you have a weakest link, then you're less likely to survive. Okay, I can see something like that. I don't know how it's not going to feel super repetitive. I worry that this will be a game that is more for gamers and not for horror fans. Because for me, Texas Chainsaw, the game, was an amazing game for horror fans, but I don't think it was a good game for gamers. And I think that's where Dead by Daylight has actually succeeded. It's a very good game for gamers and super horror fans, moderate horror fans, and people who just maybe like Halloween. And it does great at touching at all that, but like for people who want to feel like they're in a horror movie or they're in a specific horror movie, I don't think that this is going to touch, unless they can create good lore and good give us who this new Jigsaw is. I'm open, of course, as a diehard Saw fan. I'm open to learn, like playing this and trying it and all that, but I'm worried about them creating, like, just not caring enough about the Saw universe and just kind of making things worse, I guess, is the best way I could put it. I just don't want there to be more mud. The Saw franchise already has so much going against it, and I don't want this to be kind of a Jason situation where, they're kind of bringing Jason back before they're bringing Friday the 13th back. So I'm hoping that they do this right with kind of, they're going to have to reboot the series eventually. Blumhouse is going to be doing their thing eventually. So I hope that this doesn't put a bad taste in people's mouths when the movies come back. And I don't suspect that this is going to be a stepping stone. Like, I wouldn't guess that this would be something that they're going to start going back in time with the Saw movies and this guy will be our new Jigsaw. I don't see that happening, but that is an open possibility depending on how this game is and what this game is. I don't know. This could be something that just comes and dies off, because these player versus player games, a lot of people I love them. I do. I love them. But for some reason, this one, maybe it's just so close to home, so close to my heart, where, look, Saw is my Star Wars. I think we all have our Star Wars, or you have a football team. So I look at this and it doesn't catch me right away. And part of that is because I want more story with Saw. I want there to be more character depth in Saw, not just traps. And I feel like this was trying to draw us in, and just, it's going to be traps, and Saw is just going to be known for traps. And it can be so much more than that. It can be so much bigger than that. And I hope one day we can have a game where there is more than just us having to read on a piece of paper that like what these characters are. That's what I don't want. I don't want to just read what like pick up something like that's cool for Resident Evil and that's cool for a lot of games, but I don't want. It will be cool, but it will feel like there's a detachment from real, like the real Saw. You know what I mean? Um, so I don't know. Like I hate to sound like I'm bagging on it. Maybe I'm trying to just be careful with how I jump. I don't want to just jump into this feeling like this is gonna be fucking amazing because I don't know, like the idea of going back 100 years and everything, and I mean, it does leave it to being more of a steampunk vibe and very rusty, and I've always said that's what I like, so I got to give them that. They're playing with, we're not getting technology and stuff like that, so I am open. I'll be there day one. I'm not happy that it's not for fucking PlayStation 5, but I'll tell you what, I'm gonna find a way to fucking play it. So I'm a Saw fan. I'm already in. I'm just, we kind of only have one more shot at a game, it feels, because the last one was what, like fucking 20 years ago. This was 15 fucking years ago. I don't know, but it was a long fucking time ago. And I just hope that this is fun. It kind of feels a little like, I wish that we got Jigsaw. You know what I mean? Like I guess I'm just earning for a good Jigsaw story and to see some characters back. And maybe that's just not where they're going to go anymore. Maybe we need to, as fans, accept that we're going to have to move on from Jigsaw and this is our way. It is not a bad story idea that like somebody that Jigsaw was inspired by. I just hope it doesn't feel like an exact Jigsaw copycat. Like not copycat, but just for us, it's a replacement. Like, because the thing about John Kramer is he himself is interesting. He's not just a boogeyman doing things to torture people. He has a method to his He has a weird moral code, and the way he talks and his intelligence is what draws us in. If this guy is just some kind of Dr. Satan that like from House of a Thousand Corpses, that's not interesting to me. So I don't know. There is a total possibility that this could do something totally new with the killer versus survivors style. You know, I've been surprised seeing what Halloween is doing with the PC characters. I thought that was genius. That's a great way to change the game. Maybe this will be something where if he gets a hold of you, you're in his game and he's only doing you and he's in control kind of a thing. And the other characters, like if the game can change, I guess if they I feel like it cannot be repetitive. It cannot feel like you're just doing the same fucking puzzles over and over and over and over and over again. That's just one thing that if you can really be Jigsaw, and there's only so much we can guess right now until they're going to come out with an announcement thing where they're going to break down how this game is played, when you're the killer, when you're the survivor, all that's going to happen. But right now, I'm just a little surprised, worried as a fan, excited, but most of all, very cautiously optimistic. Yeah, and I just, it all comes from love of the franchise. I hope that this is something, let me make it clear, I hope that this is a game that takes off. It brings in new Saw fans. more people that can love the franchise and get excited. But Saw has been such a niche fucking fan base and just experience throughout the years where I don't know how you grab people who aren't already fans. And if they're already fans, I feel like the real fans that are still holding on, they want something a little more. But maybe this will be something that can grab younger audiences, more people that will then give the movies a try, and we'll have a whole new wave of awesome, like Saw can come back and we can get it every Halloween again. Maybe I'm being too optimistic, but a dude can dream. Yeah, and that's really all I got. I'm not gonna edit this video down. I'm just gonna fucking throw it out there. I hope everyone is excited for the future of gaming and the future of Saw. Let's hope this is cool. I'm hoping it's cool. I'm sure it sounded like I was being more negative throughout the video, but I really do hope that this is going to overall be a cool video. Yeah, that's all I got. My name is John Norman, and until next time.
I want to play a game.